Types of women men fear. Three types of women men fear. This one is for you, Hank. So what I'm gonna do is I do have a clip that I'm gonna play. So I'm gonna play the clip, and he's gonna break down three women. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna discuss each one of those women, kind of keep it brief so we can get through all three of them, and then I'm gonna play it again, and then we have open discussion about it. Sounds fair? All right. So let me go ahead and get this video queued up. Three types of women, and here we go, y'all.
Types of women that are often intimidating for many men to approach. Wealthy women, wanted women, and well-known women. Men who find their self-worth in their ability to provide or be breadwinners are often intimidated by wealthy women because they assume based on her stability that they have nothing to offer. But that's not always true. Just because she makes a lot of money doesn't necessarily mean she doesn't want a man to take care of her. That might be something she actually desires. She's just extraordinarily successful in her field of work. And everybody isn't toxic like, I don't need a man because I make money. That's like me saying, I don't need a woman because I can cook. There are many financially stable women that desire to have a good man come into their life, provide for them, and help build wealth together. A wanted woman is a woman that everybody desires because of how she looks, or maybe she has some characteristic that's just attractive to the masses. But every beautiful and pretty woman doesn't have a terrible attitude. Some of them still desire to have a high value man that treats them the way they deserve to be treated, or they desire to be treated. So you never assume just because she's attractive that you don't stand a chance. Well-known women usually have some measure of power, influence, or authority. An insecure man will never gain the attention of a woman like that. They assume, oh my gosh, she's got so much authority. Her name is so great. She's famous. I could never have her. But just because she fills the role effectively in her occupation, her position, her field of work, doesn't necessarily mean that she doesn't want to submit at home. As opposed to being intimidated, guys just got to step up to the plate. Because me, I holler at all three. Matter of fact, God, make Voltron for me. 3-in-1. Let's get it. Show some food.
All right. So he named three types of women that men fear. One of them was wealthy women. So to the question to the panel, why would a man fear a wealthy woman? Why would a man fear a wealthy woman?
I would think because if she's, I mean, is she making more money than him, or is she just a wealthy woman? Some men might get intimidated by that. Maybe they're not making as much. Maybe they think that she's not going to be the submissive type because she makes her own money. Maybe he may think that what she says goes, or he may think that she may think that. So I can see why a man would be intimidated by a wealthy woman, but I don't know. I would imagine that a wealthy woman would just add to him and what he has going on, but a man might be intimidated by that because of societal norms.
I that's actually pretty good, Precious. I think one of the reasons why certain men fear that is because they're afraid of having that weaponized or thrown that in their face that they actually that woman makes more money than them. But then that comes down to a character flaw, right? And I think that all three categories we could see the positive spectrum and the negative spectrum. And I think it all comes down to a character flaw in each person. But a man who is with a woman who makes more money than him, you know what I'm saying, maybe don't try to like compete in that aspect. Like obviously, pursue what you want to do and make your bread, but also be creative, be ingenuitive, be someone who's a problem solver, be able to kind of navigate things and see certain terrains that she might not have the foresight to see. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she has a great idea and maybe she moves in a particular type of way. And maybe you have the hindsight to be like, yo, I think you should probably move like this. Or I think I'm seeing you notice and do all these great things, but I'm not seeing you get the additional help that probably will offset some additional time for you to spend, you know what I'm saying, either traveling with the kids, with me, etc. You know what I'm saying? I think you have to be creative and dudes have to get out of that mindset. You just gotta have that sort of keen eye to look at things beyond what the surface level is. And I think once you do that and they understand that and they pick up on that, tell that you are that type of man that is able to just, do more than just provide, right? But you also provide insight and you also have that provisional mindset, then she will find you very valuable and a very valuable asset into her life. So that's all I got.
Facts. I think what Luis said is very true. I think that the type of dude that's going to be, that would fear a wealthy woman is probably a guy who defines his masculinity by his income. So if he defines his masculinity or his ability to provide by his income, and he sees that she has a bigger income than him, then for him, he's going to feel insecure about that because it's going to be that she possesses the only thing that he perceives that he has to bring to the table. So I really think it depends on the type of guy. If his if his manhood is not defined by how much he earns, then I don't think it would bother him at all. Like it wouldn't be an issue. But definitely, if he's defining himself by money, this will be a bone of contention for him.
All right. Go ahead, Jasmine.
I agree. Yes, I feel like most of the men that I've just been in contact with are mostly they want to provide, like Louise is saying, and if they feel like, oh, there's nothing here for me to provide, then what am I here for? So it creates a lot of insecurities in them. But I'm very open to just me personally dating people that say if you don't make more than me or something like that, that's fine. But as long as you're being intentional and thoughtful about what you're doing in this relationship, like that's what would attract me to you. It's like, oh, I don't need you to buy me flowers, but the fact that you're doing it and you're thinking about what I like, or you're giving me massages, like you don't have to be here to fund my lifestyle. You can just be here to make me happy and spend time and be supportive and be enthusiastic and stuff. But they're afraid of like, oh, she makes more money, so it's not she's gonna find a man. She wants a man that makes more money, or she's gonna find another situation if I don't step up to the requirements. But I don't know. I feel like men shouldn't be afraid to approach any women on any level, because that's something that my best friend deals with. She's one of those very like high earner type of women, and she just can't seem to find a person just because all of the intimidation. They feel like, oh, I can't approach her. She's not going to be approachable just because of it. But like, no, she really wants to be submissive. She wants to be soft. She wants to be led. And it doesn't matter what you make, long as you're leading with confidence. Like confidence is what's attractive, not the pockets.
So
Is that
how
is that something that she leads with?
Like there's something she leads with when she goes on dates.
Yes, like a career, like that she.
No, she tries to leave it out completely. Like she'll try to be like, oh, I just work.
Well, then how do the men know about it then?
Because they'll either go to her house or they'll see her car or something like that, and they'll just be like, oh, she has money, like, oh, and then they'll get immediately either intimidated in some kind of way or something. They're just like, I don't know. But she's not being abrasive about it. She's not. I don't know. I don't know where she's meeting the wall.
Go ahead, Luis. I didn't mean to cut you off. My apologies.
No, you're good. I was actually about to ask the same question. Like, how are these conversations starting off, right? Like, what is the foundational start of the conversations? Where are the similarities, the similar interests, where their lives kind of just crossroad. I hope people are not just showing up and just talking about whatever success they are. They're actually talking about things that they actually complement each other. But yeah.